So, another week has passed us, and we are here for an update on this weekly series of mine, which is pretty much the YouTube journey, or I should say, the journey to building a business empire. Currently, we're in like week, I feel like 12 or maybe even 13 at this point. I've been losing count. Like, listen, it's just weeks have been going by and we just been grinding. And today I want to talk about a couple of things that's not really YouTube related. First things first, a lot of people have been asking me about Discord, if I'm going to be building a Discord or anything like that. So I actually do have a Discord. I have two, but one that I primarily use, and that one I'm going to be reopening pretty much as soon as probably tomorrow or at the latest Wednesday. Like, I have to fix up, as I guess I need to go to my other screen. Like, I have to fix up a couple of things in terms of like the Discord, in terms of like the name I want to rebrand and some other things and whatnot. But we have about like 300 members, but they're all pretty much scattered between, like, say, K-pop, J-pop music, anime, gaming. But I also want to get a section for YouTube, right, for us to be grinding in. Obviously with the Sakart Empire channel, I'm going to be changing, like, I think I'm going to change the Discord name. So that information is going to be released soon, and I'll put that in another video, as well as in that particular, or I should say for this particular Discord, you know, the ability to, you know, probably collaborate with a couple of you guys, whether it's a video talking over analytics, whether it's like a one-on-one thing, thinking about YouTube goals and whatnot, like what you're trying to do with your particular channel. I think that's one thing I want to like do, almost like a podcast in a way, where it's just us yapping about YouTube. So I know there's a lot of people who have been asking me about this beforehand, and that's one thing I think I want to like proceed and do, like, for the future. Like, you know, it's pretty much the yap session with someone that wants to start YouTube, someone that's already established in YouTube, whether you have, you know, like a 1 subscriber or a million subscribers. There's something that, you know, we all can like learn from each other, and I think that'd be really cool, as everyone is on their specific journey when it comes to YouTube. You know, like me, you know, like one of the models that I had for YouTube was Operation Golf, and I'm talking about GOTH, and it was a pun that I came up with back in 2017 for Operation Get Out the Hood, right? Because that's just literally one of the goals when it comes to like building a business empire. So I know a lot of people are on their journey with YouTube, and they're at different points, whether in different like types of success. So I think that would be pretty fun to do, and of course Discord would be one of the best ways to connect. So definitely look forward to that. I will have more information on that between tomorrow and Wednesday. Just want to make sure to get everything set up, because the Discord I also have connected with Patreon, and there's Patreons as well in there. So we want to have everything set up for Discord. So yes, that is officially coming. Now talking about some YouTube stuff here, we have, of course, our main the Sakart Empire channel, which I'm still surprised that we have been growing this fast, to like 1,400 subscribers on this particular channel. And even the estimated, you know, revenue for it's starting to slowly creep up, and that's because we are in a different field from what I'm usually doing on YouTube, which is like anime, you know, even with K-dramas and stuff like that. So I will be making a lot more different types of, like, say, financial based content, and thinking about a lot more content that's like current events, outside of like doing like the like, say, the grand rebrand, which I love doing, I love talking about. I also do realize that, you know, sometimes I feel like there might not be an update worthy video to make, and so that's where you'll see, like, if a day gets missed, that means, hey, that way it like there wasn't much for me to really talk about in terms of with the channel or like channel growth, like, especially because I look through my channel data like every single day as well. And we're gonna get to a point where we won't need to look at that, because things will already be like a well-oiled machine. So those are some fun things that will be coming pretty soon for this particular channel, and then all of those collaborations and talks will be, of course, posted on this channel itself. And for the person collaborating, if they want to post on that channel, it's fine as well. There is some other things, I guess YouTube wise. Let's look at the main channel, so I can just like build off of yesterday's video, because I'm not going to be releasing a separate one. And this week I'm going to be trying a lot of different types of thumbnails. One of the I guess you could say that's one of the main strategies I will be looking at, and mainly thumbnails that don't involve me in the actual video. That is a thing that I've been wanting to test for a while, so I'm going to use this week to test a lot of different ones, as well as an entirely different style of thumbnails, mainly ones that I had and ordered through Fiverr. As you guys may or may not know, I've been working with like different Fiverr artists for different types of thumbnails, and one of those thumbnails, or a couple of those thumbnails, is what I've been trying to like focus on. So in the battle, or I should say in the mean things of, like, say for instance, like this thumbnail here, want to try these super flashy thumbnails with someone that can spend a lot more time than me to develop them, and if they start to yield a higher CTR click-through rate, and I see more and more people are watching because the content behind the thumbnail is more valuable for them, then I'm just going to continue to work with thumbnail artists for this particular channel moving forward. That's always been like a goal, because when I look at other YouTubers in this space as well, I know reaction videos do sell, right, at the same time, and that's why I want to be selective with what videos are going to have my face in it and what videos don't typically need it, and it does depend on the topic itself. Like the most recent video did depend on the topic, and it's about an anime that came out over this past weekend, in Yaiba Samurai Legend. And I tried to upload a video on Saturday, but it got blocked because, hey, some copyrights is always going to be an issue. So those were one of the things I was thinking about, when I came across, all right, you know what, let me change it. I want to change I've been wanting to change my thumbnail style for the longest, and because I already have one designer and I'm just been making a lot of content to get myself ready for when I'm not here in the States next month, because I'll be in Japan. But that's why I'm like trying to prep myself to have enough content to cover from that week I'm going to be not in the States. So the goal is still going to be the same, still making content every single day on this particular channel, and to get to our goal of breaking $100, but also start to right the wrong of the subscriber growth. So that's one of the major things in terms of what we talked about past. I'm going to continue doing this style of video where it's more commentary style, more of the Sambucha style. I'm starting to see more of a payoff by doing it, and I'm starting to, of course, see that or I guess it's no longer swipe through, but stay to watch ratio is much higher, including for an audience that's not, primarily not subscribed, which is a great sign at the end of the day. The average view duration is starting to be around 40 seconds, which I'm like, I don't have much data to go off on, but if those of you who make YouTube shorts that are 1 minute long, that could be one thing that we can talk about, and like just go over some of your general experiences, uploading YouTube shorts, and maybe what are some of your morning routines, when it comes to like creating content. I think that's a fun thing to do, which is why I want to eventually start doing content and collaborations like that in like a form of a podcast, because of course I do I have been like planning to do a podcast / done in the past, but like the podcast I would do for my anime channel would be different for what I would do for this particular channel, especially because I had like a co-host / person that would come on with me every now and then, but I'm in the makings of getting that straight now. In terms of other channels, we have one video that got blocked in some territories, but that's the music. And I want to mention this because a lot of people have asked me about this beforehand when it comes to shorts that have the shorts policy, or have like the visibility blocked and whatnot, and they wonder if that like impacts the video. No, it will only impact the video monetary wise, because you're going to be sharing money with the music that you select. That's pretty much all it's going to affect in terms of visibility, in terms of going viral and all that other stuff. No, it doesn't, at least to my knowledge, for the last 2-3 years, it has had virtually like no effect, because your short is either good or it's not, for the most part, right? That's essentially what it comes down to. So a lot of people were thinking that is that going to like have a restriction of, because all your shorts are immediately monetized from the get-go. You will know your short is not good when your short is blocked, when it says blocked. And I've had shorts that have been blocked and I had to delete them. The ones that will hurt you, right, when it comes to restriction, is if the short says limited ads. That is the only thing I know for sure that will affect your short reach, because a video that has limited ads is not even though I have examples of videos that have limited ads that have reached millions and whatnot. The overall reach for those videos, right, were pretty much killed off afterwards. Now, all of these videos that have limited ads, right, My plan is to remake them again and remake them in a different type of format. Technically, the different type of format just needs to be me swapping positions in the actual short. I don't really need to reinvent the wheel. All I have to do is literally put myself at the top of the short, put what I'm reacting to at the bottom, give it a brand new caption, and it's typically a brand new video. The rule about viral videos is that they have potential to go viral again. So maybe for this video that got almost 3 million views, maybe all I need to do is essentially like rearrange the order of like the clip itself, cut out the problematic part, and we'll see. Of course you want to change the title, but we'll see exactly how that works out. Obviously we know that I'm adapting a different type of thumbnail strategy for shorts on the channel, and we're trying to keep consistent with that. So I think that will work out even better. Like I'm just seeing the benefits of doing stuff like this, right? And that's just on a short strategy, which we'll have a more dedicated video. When it comes to our music channel, this one is literally just post, right? Right now, me and my partner in crime are just going to be batching content for this channel, because this channel is playing like the long game. At the end of the day, it's just basically us just like reacting to music videos, enjoying ourselves, and gaining subscribers, and literally gaining Patreons. We went to a concert on Saturday, which is why I didn't really post a video, because I'm posting a concert vlog for that pretty soon. So when we start to do more concerts, I have more videos that are like original that can take advantage of the estimated revenue. I personally right now don't have enough time to chop up every video that we do music wise into a short. But that's something that I most likely will look into in the future, of hiring a person to like go through our music shorts and then just start clipping them. So like for our reactions itself, and so we can post them, because yes, you can earn money on your music shorts. And if any of those shorts go viral, then that could be really, really good. Or maybe memberships, where we start taking YouTube memberships and the members get to request certain songs. The same options that will be available for Patreon. And then last but not least, what I'll talk about on the YouTube side of things is just this channel here. It's now time for me to start just uploading mass content. I made it a point over this week. Well, I'm making it a point over this week to do a lot of more editing, to figure out exactly, because I'm utilizing this as a second channel. And I've come to see, from looking at the deeper analytics and inquiring with a couple of other people, it's more of a channel that's just, hey, post, right? That's pretty much it. Just keep posting on this particular channel, and refining. What I want to do is refine the thumbnail and the titles. Very different rebrand in a way from the other channel, which one just features me primarily, and selectively I'll feature my partner in crime, and OTK Kayla on this channel every now and then. But when it comes to an audience, I know what this particular audience wants. And it's funny because there's a lot of the content on this channel that I see a lot of people are like brain rot content. So that's just what my subscriber base has come from, especially where my most viral video is technically just highly graphic. So these are things that I often think about when it comes to like the grand rebrand that I've been working on for this channel. And initially I was gonna give it like 30 days or something like that. No, this is just gonna be a whole year thing. So I guess that's like the sneaky big announcement. I'm just gonna do this for the entire year. Mainly because I'm enjoying the videos, or I'm enjoying watching the anime and the content that I'm talking about. And now I just want to make the videos longer and more valuable. There's a lot of like legitimately like these channels and Twitter accounts out there that post about anime every single day and whatnot. Yeah, I want to be like that, even though I'm trying to also work on other projects. So I want to make sure that I can do this in bursts, because like for instance, I can make and record a video and talk about, hey, this anime looks interesting, and see if it starts to rank, because there's a world where my channel starts to get a lot of viewership from YouTube search. When it comes to reaction videos, the majority of your views are going to come from YouTube search to begin with, because people are searching for these types of reactions. So when I check for what video I want to like watch, like if you look at my YouTube feed now, you're gonna see it's a lot of different things, a lot of different podcasts, that I start watching about like financial stuff and whatnot. But if I go to Yaiba Samurai Legend, which is the anime that came out, type in reaction, I'm then looking at what the volume is here and how high is the competition, right? And I see a couple other anime YouTubers who are also reacting to it, and I'm taking note of their viewership. At the end of the day, you know, this is an anime that you'll see right here of mine that will come up in the shorts feed, and it's like, all right, well, if someone were to see this in shorts and they're looking for that, would they want to click on my video? Now, if you notice that my thumbnail for the short looks, you know, to me, it looks similar to some of the other people who we try to like say steal from in terms of like their styling. So those are some things that I look at. And now it's like making enough content on the anime side to start ranking for videos. So especially because I know there's a couple of subscribers of mine that are in the anime field that also are doing reaction videos. But yeah, these are things I often look at. Like for instance, if I had not already seen Attack on Titan, then I would do Attack on Titan reaction. You would see that the volume is at 53, but the competition is still super high. If you go to Solo Leveling reaction, you'll see that the volume is astronomically high, right, at a 99, but the competition is still medium, you know, and this number keeps going down and down. If you go to say, I made like a whole list of this Frieren reaction, you'll see that the volume is at an 86, but the competition is pretty low. So maybe it might be a good time to upload Frieren reactions. Look, these guys did recently, and they're gaining views. So I think it'll be a great time for me to drop my Frieren reactions, especially Fire Force, right? So like this is what I like. A lot of the time I just spend time on YouTube looking at different search results to see what might be good to check out. Fire Force, obviously I knew Fire Force was going to be popular, and people are going to be checking for it. So this is how I do like a lot of my research, especially when it comes to like checking out, well, what anime do I want to watch, you know, especially because I'm in this field. So I use things like live chart to see exactly, all right, well, these animes are all at the top, and you know what, maybe doing a video on like, if let's see, 5 animes each row, right? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65. I want to say there's about 65 anime that are that you can actually do content on, that are releasing every single like day, right? And this is just not including the Chinese anime that have been coming out. So there's a lot to talk about, and then include the things that are dropping trailers like every single week or month, and like teasers and stuff like that. So there's a lot of stuff to talk about. There's a world where, hey, one day I want to reach to see exactly how much content is it possible to upload in a day. But without, we want to build up to that, right? Then this is just 65 anime in this particular season. There's a whole bunch of anime, you know, from years past. There's a whole bunch of anime that people are still reacting to like right now. So these are things I often think about when it comes to like creating content in the anime space. Next week, when we do this update of, you know, the building the, you know, our YouTube empire, or basically our business empire, I'll actually have an update on my novel that I've been writing for the past couple of months. So that should be exciting. But other than that, we're gonna leave things off here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video for today, and I'll be catching you guys tomorrow for another video. So stay tuned, everybody. Have a good one. Doses.